What is going on? I'm ZMOT. That is code ZMOT over here in your shop. If this helps you out whatsoever, do consider throwing ZMOT into your shop. It'll make your warship season go 47% better. Now, this season is season 33 called Bite the Bullet, and a bunch of you were saying, is this going to be about Bullet? Is Bullet not going to be present? Get to that in a second. First of all, going to show you what is in these chests. 15 keys down there, 16 keys up here, getting into 18, and then of course up to 20, and then if we get into diamond, 25, and then legendary is going to be 30. So length of the season is the standard, same one we had in 32, I do believe. Don't quote me on that. This is the dev build. I can see that it's 24 days as of now, but anyways, we're going to jump into the tech tree. This is the 2-engine room. Decking, not all that important though, because we don't know if we have flares or not yet, so drum roll, please. Boom. So, like this season is going to be bananas. B-A-N-A, yeah, you get the idea. Bullet unlocked from the start. Flares right there within reach. Green mines, barrage right there. So this is going to be insanity. Like full on the most base raciest base race of all. Last season was similar to this, but we're getting barrage right out of the gates. You'll also notice there's no building health anywhere in here. If we scroll over a little bit, you can see still no building health. We're into 3 engine rooms here, 4 engine rooms here, still scrolling, still no building health, still no building health. Finally, at like the 5.5, is that 5.5 engine room level, there's the first building health. Only one there, and then the second one is at the very, very end of the tree. So Barrage and Bullet going to be insane. This is going to be just a busy season to start with. Now, people without instant training, that's a great thing. The fact that you can use Bullet and his energy drink, you don't even need to use any troops, to be completely honest. You can probably get all of the engine rooms at the 2 engine room level, at the 3 engine room level, just using Bullet and Barrage. I will do some gameplay later on. Let's add some tokens, add some stuff, and explore this tree though, because there's a lot to dive into here. So, I have artificially inflated my tech. I've added a bajillion unlock tokens, then a bajillion upgrade tokens. We'll call them keys and tokens. I call these keys, I call those tokens. The fact they're both called tokens is too confusing in my mind. So, anyways, we are going to go through this. I will jump back later and show you the proper, probably the best tech tree to do to start out, depending on where you start and finish. But for now, I am just going to rush all the way through this. I mean, getting Barrage, you're probably not going to be able to max Barrage for the first little bit, depending on what tier you ended up on last season. Now, for the first season in a while, upgrading that Gunboat going to be fairly important. Also, it might be worthwhile not to upgrade your landing craft right away, depending on how fast this goes, because Barrage and Bullet are going to be able to fly through engine rooms. And now, whether or not that pesky shock-knuckled bug has been fixed or not, I'm not entirely sure. That might play a factor this season, but we're going to jump into that next engine room so you can see the decking. We're going to throw this over into here. Now, your defenses probably are not going to stop anything. I mean, Barrage and Bullet, for the first little bit in the season, maybe people won't be able to max Barrage, but later on, like these things are sitting here with only 20,000 health. So if we look at that and we look back here, 14,000 damage, it's going to be insane. Now, I should have checked the health before I went up to the next engine room level. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. Okay, just checked on my other device, and it turns out they are still 20,000 health at the initial level, so you're probably going to want to get your Barrage up to be 10,000 damage. That's probably tick 4, but more on that later on. Obviously, getting it up to tick 5 here doesn't really do a lot because you're still going to use 2 Barrage. So keep that in mind. Check out the Barrage damage, compare it against the engine room health. I like this a lot. The fact that shock launchers are deep in that cul-de-sac. That is a one-way street that you got to go all the way down. That's going to be using all sorts of unlock keys. Also, shocks are down there. So that is going to be something that people are going to go back for undoubtedly, but for me, it's going to be all about going forwards. Let's go forwards a little bit because, again, troop damage. That troop damage is in such a fantastic spot. Everyone is going to be getting that troop damage. The sooner you get it, the more you're going to win. So this whole 2 engine room level, green mines, probably not that important. And then moving down towards medics and things at the 2 engine room level, just get to 3 engine rooms. You're going to slow people down a whole bunch just by doing that. But more on the whole strategy will be out on the very first day of the season, so do consider subscribing for that. We are going to keep going. I'm going to show you some of these costs. Down here, 32 keys to get some more defenses and to get brick. Probably don't care about brick all that much in the early season because we've got Bullit. Why would you want brick when you've got Bullit? Moving on down, that gunboat energy also going to be very, very appealing because, like we talked about, that's going to be more of the energy drinks. That's going to be more barrages, but I'm going to keep pushing forward. Again, I love where that rocket launcher is. It's not at the end of a super long run, and a lot of people probably going to be thinking about that troop health, but I'm going to keep pushing forward on this instance. We're going to get one more engine room. We just to check out how much health they're going to have for starters, getting these as far apart as we possibly can as Supercell tries to get us. See, they're up, there we go, starting to get a little bit higher, 30,000 health, which again, with that max level barrage makes things a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to get things down to just a sliver. You're going to be leaving, what is that, 1,200 health on there, and it's going to be frustrating, and you're going to think maybe you didn't center your barrage or something like that, but that's going to be a noteworthy thing. So realistically, just get your barrage to be 10,000 damage, and then you should be easy peasy because it's going to be 2 barrage or 3 barrage regardless. Moving on down the list, I mean, bombardiers, bombardiers are at a great spot there because you start to get it, people are going to start to have a few defenses and things, and then it's going to be into artillery. I mean, you could go down this bottom road, but the bottom road is a dead end, so I kind of wish that bombardiers were down on that bottom road, but everyone's going to have bombardiers, and then it's going to be a simple task. I mean, at this point, even if your artillery's tick 1, it's still going to be enough to do all the damage you need because your barrage is going to be getting things incredibly close. Keeping on going. Kavan, possibly, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to be going to Kavan. Definitely Sparky is way the heck off the beaten path. I have not seen the yellow school buses anywhere. There they are, the very end. So these heavies down here, not all that important until you get into those yellow choppas. Cruising on up just so we can keep looking at this decking. Not super duper interesting decking. I mean, sure, the ramps are changing a little bit. Would like a little bit more variety in those decks. But keeping on moving, trying to keep this video as short as we possibly can. I have not seen a sky shield yet. Is there a sky shield anywhere in this tech tree? Not that I have seen. So there's going to be barrage, there's going to be artillery, and I have not yet seen a sky shield. So it's just going to be absolute mayhem with people barraging engine rooms willy to the nilly. So keeping on going, trying to get this sneak peek. There we go. That's this decking. I like the way they consolidate to having that one big deck in your face right there. No other options, just that huge deck. No side entrances. Keeping on going. Finally, the sky shield. There's the sky shield we've been looking for. I like this. They've brought back the one rocket launcher, one shock launcher, which was there in season 31 that Shish Kebab reintroduced is the word I was looking for. Wish they would have 2 rocket launchers there instead of shock launchers. Now, this maybe is where you go get those rocket launchers or shock launchers. Not entirely sure. We'll have to see how the season progresses. But rushing on forward, oh, the deck opens up again. We get another ramp opening up. That's kind of nice. Stop offering the Supercell ID. You can't even use it on the dev build. In case I haven't gone over this enough times already, this is the dev build. You can't download it. I haven't hacked the game. You can't get 1,000,000 diamonds. And even if you could get them, you couldn't use them on anything. So at this point, only the one sky shield all season long. And then if you happen to get to the very, very end of the tech tree, that second building health, that is going to be a massive milestone that people are going to be pushing for, because that is going to make or break your push into legendary, your push into diamond, whatever it might be. So that extra building health is going to make a massive, massive difference just because it's so deep into the season. And so that is going to be what a bunch of people are pushing towards, I think. Do let me know in the comments if you think otherwise. We are already at the 10-minute mark, and I have not shown anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this account back to square one, and then we can do a quick attack to show you what the 2 engine room level is going to look like, and then time permitting what the 3 engine room is going to look like. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so I've jumped this account up to rank 3 just to simulate something or other. So we're going to quickly claim those chests right about there. I've got another account standing by. 2 devices on the dev build are better than 1. Now, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to unlock that flare. I'm going to unlock Barrage now. That was exactly why I went to rank 3. Once you get to rank 3, you can get into Barrage. I am going to upgrade my Barrage. You can see we can't get quite, like it's so close there, to tick 4, which means that now I'm going to upgrade my flares to tick 3. Next, I'm going to upgrade my gunboat. You'll notice that I'm not doing anything with the defenses. I am going to go all bullet all the time. No defenses. Tick 1 machine guns. Tick 1 on the cannons, and we're going to see if we can take this competitor down. Now, spoiler alert, I'm not going to be showing the other account. The other account, I have done the exact opposite. I went all offensive. I went and got green mines. I don't think I even got into Barrage. No, I definitely did not get into Barrage. I got into Flare, and that's about it. So this account doesn't look super duper strong. We are going to get in here, though. I'm going to get Bullet's energy drink selected. That's probably the best as far as damage is going to go. And then we're going to have all of these wimpy little riflemen loaded. You'll notice we don't have full boats, but I'm not even going to be dropping those things because I don't care about all of the rifles. We're just going to hit the attack button right here, hoping to get an opponent. Look at this. We've got one. Now, what can we do? They've got all their machine guns. They've got all their cannons. We're going to send Bullet. We're going to flare that back engine room. 1 and 2. I think we're going to need 3 barrages. And then Bullet's just going to ignore all of the defenses. Not quite enough gunboat energy to get a energy drink, which is a little bit unfortunate. Not great planning on my part. As a result, Bullet is probably going to die here. So mistake number 1 on my part. Can't just go all bullet all the time. There is a lesson learned right about there. So you're probably going to want to drop some troops because you're not going to have enough gunboat energy simply by getting that gunboat there. And the flare, tick 3 is probably not going to be enough. You're probably going to want to go to tick 4. That would have saved me a little bit of gunboat energy, most definitely. Let's get one more battle in, see if we can't do this a little tiny bit better. So it's going to take a second because I'm the only opponent and I just matched against myself, so it has to go through all of the matchmaking. I'll pause and come back once it... There we go. We have gone against myself. You'll notice that it's tier 2 because it just lost against me. So now what we need to do is I am going to drop all of these guys. I am going to drop Bullet, and then while we wait for them to farm some gunboat energy, we're just going to hang out here. And as soon as one building goes down, one stinking little building, we'll have enough gunboat energy to go get not only that flare, but also be able to use that energy drink. So Bullet on his own, probably not going to be quite enough damage. You will have to mix some troops in, but just showing you that Bullet plus Barrage, not a great example of how this is going to work, but boom, energy drink, down goes that final engine room just like that. 3 minutes, 22 seconds using 0 tick 1 rifleman plus tick 2 bullets. So lots and lots to be learned here. Not a lot of difficulty. Base race of base races. Move on into the 3 engine room level. Bullit, gotta say, I thought he was going to be a little bit more powerful. Now, one other quick note is you'll see that our barrage is doing 8,130 damage. That's significant because 3 barrage will take down the engine room, whereas if you're only at tick 2, you're going to be at 6,000 damage, 6,105, which is not going to be able to get down an engine room in 3 barrages. So tick 4 barrage, going to be absolutely, absolutely insane because you'll be able to get it down in 2 barrages, which means it's going to be farm gunboat energy and then ideally do 4 barrages. We'll have to wait and see. Don't want to get too deep into strategy because me playing against me with only me thinking these things through, not nearly as good as getting all of the input of all of you players and putting out that early season tech guide that I do every single season. Anyways, that's going to be enough for my first Warships sneak peek in quite a while. Let me know in the comments what you think, where you're rushing towards, where you think the push points are going to be, all of that sort of fun stuff. Hopefully this has helped you. If you have any questions whatsoever about the sneak peek, don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments. I will reply if I'm alive and online and awake and all that sort of stuff. Anyways, as per always, thank you for coming in. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, enter code ZMOT in your box in any Supercell game. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOT. Peace.